Yeah, she's over there. You have got a twin.
Yeah, I've got that before. My hometown of Taylor.
So they can run away.
Our governor, the governor of the state of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker.
Thank you very much, Jack. And to all our honored guests here today, to Mayor Langfelder, to Lieutenant Governor Stratton, Director Kelly, Director Garcia, honored members of the Illinois State Police, and most importantly to Trooper Ellis's family, Stacy and Kaylee and Zoe, Terry, Deb, Cindy, Keith, Tabitha, and Nash. Thank you. Thank you for the privilege of sharing this day of honor with you. Nearly 5 months ago, Illinois said goodbye to one of its finest in Trooper Gerald Ellis. Jerry chose a life of service. From his time serving in the United States Army to his 11 years as a trooper with District 15, Jerry cared deeply about protecting our nation, our state, and those who needed him most. He was the living embodiment of the truth that defined his final act on earth. When you have dedicated your life to the betterment of the world, you're never off duty. We often don't acknowledge the quiet dedication, the compassion, and caring that people show in the normal course of their day-to-day lives. But Jerry was that person who deserved to be recognized, not just for what he did, but for who he was. A man for whom ISP's credo, integrity, service, pride were more than words. A man who was willing to give his life so that others may live. So Kaylee and Zoe, we've carved your dad's name into this memorial because he was very special. And we want the entire state of Illinois to know that he was a hero. And Stacy, your loss and the loss to your family is deep and profound, I know. And today we emblazon your husband's name permanently, not just to this wall, but also in all of our hearts. Because Jerry made the world a safer place for your girls and for you and for children all across our state and their families. And to everyone gathered here and beyond, whose life was made better because Jerry was in it, I know that you're reminded again today of the feeling that someone was stolen away from you all too soon. And he was. But I also know that someday you will remember Jerry and think not of all that was lost, but of all the time that you had with him. You will think of Jerry and you'll feel the joy of all that he was. Today we honor Trooper Gerald Ellis for his service and his sacrifice. The people of Illinois stand with you, the family of the Illinois State Police, shoulder to shoulder, with profound gratitude for the man that you served with, the man that you loved. We are here today to recognize Jerry as one of our own, now and always.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce our Lieutenant Governor, Juliana Stratton.
Good morning to Governor Pritzker and all of the distinguished guests joining us today who have already been acknowledged, to the Illinois State Police family, and to the family members and loved ones of Trooper Gerald Ellis, especially Stacy and your two beautiful daughters, Kaylee and Zoe. I'm so very sorry for your loss. As the governor so eloquently shared, Trooper Ellis made the ultimate sacrifice, and he did so just as he was prepared to do every single day by upholding the oath to serve and protect. Stacy, as a mom, my heart goes out to you. And I want you to know that we are praying for you. We stand here in support with you. And Governor Pritzker and I will always hold Trooper Ellis's memory close to our hearts, and his legacy will guide our administration. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. Trooper Ellis is indeed a true hero. And to all of the men and women of law enforcement, be safe. Thank you.
And it is my honor to introduce the Director of the Illinois State Police, Brendan Kelly.
Good morning. Governor Pritzker, Lieutenant Governor Stratton, Director Garcia, distinguished guests, and friends and family of Trooper Gerald Ellis. On behalf of the men and women of the Illinois State Police, thank you all for being here to pay tribute to the life and service of a hero, and thank you all to have supported the Illinois State Police Heritage Foundation and the Illinois State Police family during the difficult months and weeks of 2019. I am grateful for all who have put so much effort into this memorial, and for all those who have gathered here for the third time in nearly as many months at this sacred place. I say that not just as a thank you, but as a prayer that after today, we will never have to do this again. Stacy, Kaylee, and Zoe, and family of Trooper Ellis, there are no words or deeds that can ever match the sacrifice that you have made for all of us. Many people have said what a special person Jerry was, what a great sense of humor and twinkle in his eye that he had, which is not uncommon in many troopers. I can tell you that it had only been hours after the loss of Brooke that I huddled with a group of troopers in Lake County, and they had lost the twinkle in their eye and were taking the loss of Jerry very hard. It's something to see such brave and strong people keeping their chins up, but still grasping for answers. I remember seeing a few clenched fists, perhaps a bit in anger, but mostly as if they were grabbing onto some imaginary rail or staff to hold themselves up. And when I came to pay my respects that morning to you and your family, Stacy, at your house, I expected the worst kind of sadness. When I got there, yes, there were tears, but also a bunch of kids playing, plenty of food, laughter, joy, and so much love. It was clear there was so much love in that house. I'm sure Jerry told you over the years, Stacy, about all the training he and his brothers and sisters received using their firearms, control and arrest tactics, operating their emergency vehicles, and learning about all the forces of ballistics and equilibrium and momentum and friction and gravity that you got to know about when you're doing the job that Jerry did. But when seeing how you and your family, Stacy, have carried this burden with such grace and humor, I couldn't help but be reminded of something I've heard before, that maybe love is a force in the universe. I'm not sure we can prove that in a court of law, or that our forensic scientists, even as good as they are, can show that within a reasonable degree of scientific certainty, but you and Jerry have shown it. The force of that love is so strong that it could not be stopped by a wrong-way car or any threat in the night. It's the same force that can't be stopped even by a speeding bullet. And it's the same force that's in the heart of everyone who serves in the Illinois State Police. That love that drives people like Jerry Ellis to serve all, even at the cost of their own life. It's the force of that love that ensures there is no power on earth or in heaven or in hell that will keep the men and women of the Illinois State Police from doing the job they have sworn to do. God bless you and your family for it, Stacy. God bless Trooper Jerry Ellis, and God bless the Illinois State Police.
You ready? At this time, I would like to ask Jerry's wife, Stacy, to come up on behalf of Jerry and their family.
Thank you guys for coming today. I know that Jerry would be extremely humbled that you guys would put him on a wall, even with the circumstances. So I want to appreciate you guys coming out and driving and standing in this heat. Since Jerry was a little boy, he always wanted to be a police officer. Jerry was a small town boy that enjoyed playing and working on his family farm, going fishing and hunting, and spending time with his friends. He joined the military and did a tour in Iraq, trained in Germany and El Salvador. He enjoyed the military. He was so proud of himself for serving this country, as he knew that that would lead him to be a police officer. The military allowed him to gain unforgettable relationships, travel the world, and have some amazing stories to tell. While in the military, Jerry attended Western Illinois University and worked multiple jobs. Jerry's compassion, determination, and hard work led him to his dream job with the Illinois State Police. Not only did he gain a job, he gained a family. He achieved what we all hope in our lifetime to achieve, a job that we're proud of and that we want to go to every day, and maybe more days than he should have. Jerry was always trying to challenge himself. He was part of multiple teams and recently landed his dream job on the truck team, fulfilling one more of his goal. Above all, his career, it was his family. He adored his 2 little girls. He will and always will be the protector. He is proud to be their dad. When he first seen them and held them, I knew his world changed and that he would know what true love was. They brought the best out of him. He became a big kid himself when he was playing with the girls. When he was not at work, you could find him playing with the girls or helping with homework, doing yard work, building something, hanging with the neighbors, or grilling. I cannot forget the coffee breaks that he enjoyed with all you guys. And I know Dunkin' Donuts is feeling this loss too. Jerry took pride in everything he did. He did everything at 100%. Even if it took him some time, he was going to do it the right way. He was always down for any adventures, and he was my partner in crime. He could make anyone laugh with his off-colored humor and jokes, maybe inappropriate at times. When you were around Jerry, you felt safe and relaxed, knowing that he would always have your back. He would help anyone in need without being asked. He would take off his shirt and give it to you if he needed it. He was a very humble man. He was a calm in any storm. His ability to stay calm is outstanding, no matter what was going on. He was the best human I ever have come across. The respect he showed everyone, the love for his family, and the strangers couldn't be beat. I am so extremely proud of him for everything that he has done. I want to sit up here and thank everyone for the overwhelming love and support during this time. I want to thank Tom and Nick and Andrea and Dominic and Ken and Jake and Amanda and Caitlin for all being there when the accident happened and being with Jerry. I will always forever be grateful, and I know Jerry is too. I want to thank the Illinois State Police, the Lake County Antioch Police Departments, the first responders, the hospital staff, the 911 operators, the 100 Club, for the compassion shown through this time. I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you to my mom and dad for stepping up and helping with the girls in Jerry's absence. I want to thank Brittany, Tina, Joe, Lise, Jeff, Tim, Myra, Miss Mary and Ed, and Danielle for being the daily support and helping me with my ugly cries and not judging. I would like to thank the team at work for being supportive, understanding during this time. I want to thank all my widow friends that I have met on this way. Robert, Hallie, Liz, Caitlin, Becky, and Sarah. Their friendships have helped me tremendously through this process. And without them, I'm not sure that I would have been at the spot I'm at. I wanted to thank my neighborhood friends, the Antioch and Colchester community for the overwhelming support and dedication to Jerry's honor. Every time I drive home and I see the blue ribbons still posted on the trees, makes me more grateful that I have everyone as their support. I also want to thank all my friends I have met on the way that I could not name today. Thank you for your hospitality and your compassion. I want to thank all the businesses who donated their time and services to ensure that we were okay. I want to thank the Heritage Foundation and Jack Garcia for making the day possible. I wanted to shout out to Tom for being my right-hand man during this whole process, and I know Jerry would be very thankful for everything that you've done for our family. I wanted to leave one last thing to make sure that everyone values the relationships of their loved ones because they could be taken at any time. Hug them and tell them how much you love them and that you truly enjoy their presence. When you think of Jerry, please smile of all the stories they have of him. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Got him.